Having had the experience of attending something like the summit earlier on would have given me what I didn't realize I had given to LaRon, which was the image of somebody that reflected me, that was successful. And that's hard when you don't see someone in a system that tells you you can't. In a world, in a society that tells you, you know, your contributions are less than because of, again, who you're perceived to be. And having met people and being able to connect, I think would have been extremely helpful, and you could have walked away with even an inkling of hope that this was possible. I think would have been helpful.
And so it was tough the whole way through, and I just remember wishing that I had sort of a support system like that. One, they couldn't even understand. When I would try to sort of infiltrate, it was kind of like, who are you and what do you do, and you're a nurse and you're a guy and you're black and what is this? And these were, you know, black and Latino folks. But I think if I had had that network and all the goofy stuff that comes with it, and maybe I couldn't take advantage of it because I was in a nursing program, but I think having that network and having a release or having somebody I could go and relate to and could sort of get support from would have helped make it easier for me. It was a stressful undergraduate program because I wasn't connected, and I come from a place where that was important.
But for me, it would be finding somebody, at least one person I could make contact with, but understand or have them give me a sense of how they got to where they are, how they made it thus far. And not only just made it thus far academically, but maintain their identity. Because that's one of the things that we see that we lose a lot of, particularly in nursing, is, you know, you're supposed to be subservient, and blah, 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 and all these matronly characteristics that are just part of the curriculum, which I don't believe should be part of the curriculum, but just because the field is predominantly women, but maintaining your identity as a strong African-American male who can do this and still progress to the next level. How did you do that? Where did you go to school? How did you even know how to do some of the forms and those sorts of things? So just to have somebody to kind of guide me through that sort of thing, or help me to navigate, at least give me, not that sort of thing, but help guide me and navigate me through some of those burdens, some of those tasks that we have to overcome that just are not in the textbook, and nobody's going to speak up about them because half of the population has never dealt with it.
When I was at Binghamton and fought like hell to get into the school of nursing, got into the school of nursing, and I saw a lot of young brothers who came up to me like, yo, dude, how did you do it? I want to get in. I want to be a nurse too. And I kind of felt like their struggles now, became mine. So I have to help them. And before I left Binghamton, at least 3 of those brothers got in. You know, not in part by me, they did it all by themselves, but I was there to motivate and to help and so on. And I think when I moved to Rochester now, and again, I'm on the River campus, and again, it's just me, as much as some people do believe that if you're from New York City, you walk past and don't say hello. And in the mornings, I'll walk past these brothers on campus, and they'll say good morning, and they'll just walk right past and keep going like you're an alien from outer space. And I think that's one of the big issues that I have. And something like, I think if I had attended a summit, and I'll say EOP was one of those, could be considered one of those, but if I had attended a summit to help me prepare for college, that's something that I wanted to get out of it. You know, learn to say hello to each other as a first step. Learn how to greet each other, and, you know, to see each other as possible support, as friends and not enemies. And I think a lot of us are in this mentality that I'm trying to get by, I'm trying to do my thing and get out, that we fail to realize that there are few people out there who you've walked past many mornings who could have been that person to help you.
it would have been so helpful to have somebody say, this is what you're going to encounter, and this is what you're probably experiencing. Because I just experienced it. I'm just in this place, and things are happening, and I don't know what's going on. But there's somebody who's been there who can say, no, no, this is what's happening, and this is what's going to happen next, and this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to be thinking about. Would have helped me make so much sense of what was going on. Because I couldn't make sense of many things.
Would have demystified it for you.
Right. Demystified
To
it.
get your come with an open mind. You know, let's see if we can't find ways to help you help yourself. You know, nowadays, you know, we got to get beyond excuses.
Bring some friends, because we know.
That's a good one.
Because we know, we've talked a lot about establishing a network and support systems and those sort of things. And this is a perfect opportunity to start that. So hopefully this is something that can continue on. So start when you come. Bring some friends, lots of them.
I'll say when you come, basically bring a pad and a pencil or a pen, and be prepared to take some notes back home to give to your friends and to encourage them as well.
Was it important?
When you leave the summit, there's going to be a lot of connections that you will have made. And I want to encourage you, before you even get ready to come, to prepare yourself for those relationships. Prepare yourself for those connections. In the future, there may be times when you have to rely upon these people to move forward. And these are our opportunities to make those initial connections. I want to encourage you to do that. Make those connections, move forward, challenge one another in your thoughts, your ideas, your concepts, your beliefs. Here's a time when you can push ideas back and forth in a way that's safe, that's supported, that's structured. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to learning from you and learning with you. See you at Broadmoor.